All right, in Mod 58, we are going to be talking about the social cognitive theories and viewing personality developed and how they explore behavior. We'll also take a look at discuss the criticisms of those theories as well. All right, the social cognitive theory views behavior as influenced by interaction between people and their traits, as well as the social context. If you remember, the social cognitive perspective was introduced by Albert Bandura. You guys remember Albert Bandura? He is the one who had the little boy Albert and the Bobo doll experiment as well. All right, so as we take a look at this is the behavioral approach. It focuses on the effects of learning on our personality development. We are conditioned and repeat certain behaviors as we learn to observe and imitate others. And so modeling takes place and so on. And so that you can imagine how that affects our, for example, gender identity and so forth as we watch mom and dad and so on. So how do these two traits relate? How do nature and nurture work together? We learn through our experiences by conditioning and modeling. We're also concerned with the mental process of events, what we think, if you will. Albert Bandura believed that the person environment interaction was what he calls reciprocal determination. That interacting influence of behavior, internal cognition, and the environment. The mental process and what we're thinking about, how our environment is influencing us, and so forth. This process of our personalities are shaped by that interaction of our personal traits, including our thoughts and our feelings, our environment, and our behaviors. So what you have is past behaviors that lead to internal factors, which influences how our environmental factors affect our current behavior. For example, if you will, if you take a look at, as we're thinking about events that have happened in the past, that may determine a similar situation that's happening in our current life because we go, oh, when I did this the last time, this is what happened. And so now I'm going to either do the same thing or change the way that I do certain things. This is reciprocal determination of how interaction of our traits, our thought processing, and our behaviors interact. So different people choose different environments. For example, the reading you do or shows that you watch, the music you listen to. Our personalities shape how we interpret and react. If we perceive the world as threatening, we watch for threats and we prepare to defend ourselves. So if you think of someone who's what we call a hypochondriac or hypochondriac, that person is constantly looking for those things that threaten them. Our personalities create situations that which we react. And so how we view and treat people influences how they treat us. The old phrase, do unto others as you would have them do to you, kind of thing. So part of this social cognitive theory process is what we refer commonly as the biopsychosocial approach. Personalities fruitfully studied at multiple levels of how the biological influences, the psychological influences, and the social cultural influences all pertain to our personality. So what are the influences on our personality? We are both products and architects of our environment. So commonly say, well, you created this environment, or you're the reason why this happened. It's exactly true to our personality. Our behavior emerges from the interplay of those external and internal influences. So, what are the criticisms of the social cognitive theory? Focuses on situations that fail to appreciate a person's inner traits. So, it's just not the environment. What are those trait, for example, approaches? Where is the person in the view of personality as the dissenters? And where's the human emotions? How do emotions play a factor into that? The social cognitive theorists have also been faulted for underemphasizing the importance of the unconscious motives. Remember, those are hidden and not in our conscious, so therefore we're not thinking about them. Or possibly we do think about them, and that changes the way that we behave, and so on. All right, so that is a little influence of social cognitive on personalities. And we'll see you tomorrow as we take a look at Mod 59.